Good afternoon. Welcome to Lunchtime Live with Sharon Galluzzo. Today is the very first Lunchtime Live of 2017. It is a brand new year. Welcome to the new, and let's think about, what did we learn last year? What do we want to do this year? So today's topic is, where are you going? And this is the perfect time, if you haven't already done it, to step back and take a look at what is going on in your business, what happened last year, what you want to accomplish this year. And so today, that's going to be our topic. I'm going to just chat for a second or two while people pop on. I see we already have one person. Hi. Welcome to Lunchtime Live in 2017. Today is, for weather report, it's actually kind of foggy outside, and typically is not foggy this time of day. So we've got a lot of weather stuff going on. The rumor is that we're going to have snow here in North Carolina by the weekend. So very exciting. We're not typically getting a lot of snow here. We do get a little bit, so my kids do know what snow is. That was my one concern moving from the north to the south, was my children are not going to know what snow is. And one of my favorite things about snow that my children never really experienced was when it's really cold and there's lots of snow and it's all drifty, and you go out in your mittens and you're playing in the snow, and you look down and your mittens are just caked with snow, and you just bend your fingers and it sticks to each other and you have to clean your mittens off. That's like my favorite part of winter. And while we do get a little bit of snow down here, we never get quite that much. It doesn't stay cold enough for that long for that kind of experience to happen. So but we will get some snow this weekend, according to the weather people. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. And so today, as I said, our topic is, where are you going? And I wanted to take a minute to share with you some information from Legendary Business from Rats to Riches. That is my book, my Amazon best-selling book, and it is available on Amazon. If you hear any random noises in the background, that's my daughter's cat jumping on plastic. So Legendary Business from Rats to Riches, I take 5 really common problems that business owners have in their businesses, and I talk about the problem and then some solutions. But the fun thing that I did was I created a character for each of the problems. And so today we are going to visit with Holden Rat. This is Holden. He is a disoriented rat, not sure where he's going or what he's doing. And so I'm going to actually read a little excerpt from the book and some information here. Why it's so important to know where you're going in your business is because if you don't have a destination, you'll never know if you get there. You can want to be successful, but if you don't know what success means to you, if you don't define success, then you never really know if you quite get there. So if you want to say, well, I want to sell $1,000 this week, and you sell $1,100 this week, then you can say you were successful this week. If you say you want to sell $1,000 this week and you sell $500 this week, then you can have that also to say, well, I didn't quite reach my goal, but I was halfway there. So that's what the goals do for you. They give you a measuring stick. Whenever you are doing anything, if you want to have results, you have to have some parameters by which to measure. And so that's why goals are really important. And another really important aspect of the goals is not just to have them, but to write them down. There is some kind of magic that happens when you write down your goals that enables you to reach them. I can't explain it. There are people who can, but write your goals down. Know what it is you want to do in your business, write it down, and then look at it and go that direction so you know where you are going. So I'm going to read a little bit from Legendary Business, and this is what chapter is this? Chapter 3 is Holden Rat. And so this is a little bit about Holden. Holden Rat expects his business to do well. He comes to work every day with a good attitude and opens the doors on time. He works until closing and goes home only to come back the next day and do it all over again. He's a nice guy, and he is good at what he does. Holden believes that his product is finely crafted, and he makes sure that he checks and rechecks for customer satisfaction. Holden is nice to the customers, and he works hard. He really wants his business to be successful. Despite his efforts, Holden does not seem to gain any ground. One month his sales are up, the next they're down. Sometimes bills are easy to pay, and other times he's holding his breath that he'll have enough to scrape by. Does that sound like anyone that you know? Do you see any business owners that they just can't seem to get any traction? They just can't seem to get it together to move their business forward. That might be true in your business, maybe to a large degree or a small degree. But any place in your business that you want to move forward that's not moving forward, you need to examine whether or not you've set goals in that area and what you're doing to implement the goals. I know this time of year you hear a lot about goal setting, not just from me, but from everyone out there. And the reason you hear so much is because it is that important. It's not just, hey, it's the new year, we're going to talk about goal setting. It's not just an exercise. It is something that if you do and work hard at setting really good goals, reviewing them and keeping yourself on track and using that as the map to where you're going, your business is going to move forward. It might move well past your goals. It might move to your goals. It might miss the mark a little bit, but it's going to move forward if you take the time to set the goals. So, as I said in Legendary Business from Rats to Riches, the book is designed so that we talk about the different rats and the problems that they have in their business. And then the second part is pay the piper, because the premise of this book is that there are rats in your business that you need to get rid of. And you need to become the Pied Piper to get rid of those rats. So the second part of each chapter talks about what you can do to get rid of the rats. So in the Pay the Piper section of chapter 3, I talk about goals, and this is how I feel about goals and the power behind goals. So I'm not going to talk about specifically setting goals and writing them down right now. I'm just going to talk to you about the power and the importance of goals. So goals can serve many functions in your business. First of all, goals are your foundation. They're the base upon which you build your business. When you define your goal, you provide the solid rock upon which success is built. When you build a house, when you build anything, you have to have that firm foundation. Having written down goals sets that firm foundation, whether you are starting your business new or you're in year 9 or 10. It doesn't matter. Every year, set those goals. Have that foundation for that year, because every year you're building another floor on top of your business. So every year you need to have that foundation. Every year you need to have something solid on which to stand. So goals are your foundation. Goals are also drivers. Goals fuel your forward motion. They remind you of where you want to go. So whenever you are in the middle of the month and you don't have any goals and you don't have anything written down and you don't know where you want to go, all you can do is just keep running on that treadmill. You can just keep going and going and going, but you don't know where you're going. You don't know how fast you have to go. You don't know if you can rest. You don't know if you need to speed up. You have to have that fuel so that you can know, okay, I'm halfway through the month. I'm halfway to my goal. I am on target. Or I'm halfway through the month and I have so much more to make up. I need to work harder. I have to do more. Or I am almost at my goal halfway through the month. Maybe I could take a day off. maybe you don't want to. Maybe you want to exceed your goal. But knowing where you're going can tell you how much fuel you need to get there. Goals are also an instructor. Hi, William. Thank you. Having goals in place informs decisions in your business. Systems such as budgets allow you to determine how and when to spend your available funds. When you make a decision, ask yourself if doing it will get you closer to or further away from your goal. So the important thing about your goals being an instructor is that they can frame all of the decisions that you make in your business. It is a very powerful thing to know that where you are in your business, if someone comes into your business and says, hey, I have this advertising opportunity, or hey, will you donate to this cause, or hey, will you do this or that, buy this piece of equipment. Whenever someone comes to you with an opportunity to spend your money, if you have a budget in place, you can say to the person that's selling advertising, you know what, that is a great idea. However, this is what I have budgeted for my advertising for this month, this quarter, this year, and I've already spent that money. So it's a good way to tell people who want, sales people that, you're not quite ready at this time. If you don't have any goals, you could say, well, it sounds like a good idea. Let me just go ahead and do it. And then you've spent that money, but did you really have the money to spend, or should you have allocated it somewhere else? And, what's the return on investment? There's a whole lot of things that they can't be answered if you don't have goals written down. So they can't instruct you on how to move forward. You might have a month, speaking of advertising, where you have budgeted an extra $250 for advertising this month. You're not quite sure where you want to spend it, but you have another $250 that you want to spend on advertising. And someone comes to you with an opportunity that sounds like a really great opportunity. It fits your brand, it fits your marketing, it fits your target audience, it fits everything that you want to do, and it's $250. Well, then I can spend $250 on that. But if you don't have any goals written down, if you don't know what your budgets are, if you don't have things in place that can instruct your forward movement, you're not able to make those decisions as well and as quickly and with as much confidence. So that's something that the goals do, is give you confidence to know that you're moving the right direction because you've instructed yourself on how you want to spend your money. And then the final thing that I like to say about goals is that it's your North Star. Goals point you in the direction of your dreams. They keep you on track and help orient you. Whenever you have goals, you know where you want to go. So you have that North Star in the sky, and whenever an opportunity comes up or you want to do something, you can look toward that North Star, toward those goals, and you know that you're going the right direction. We don't think much about the stars and directionality and that kind of thing today. We have our smartphones which tell us where to go. We don't even know the names of the streets anymore. We are very dependent on our technology. But when there was no technology, when we had to be dependent on the environment around us, the North Star was very important for sailors, very important for travelers of any kind. During the day, the evening, at night, they knew where they were going because they had that North Star. And in your businesses, your goals will serve as that North Star for you so that you can move your business the way you want your business to move and not be subject to the capricious whims and waves and storms that come into your business. It doesn't matter if you have your goals, if you write them down, if you know where you're going, then when stuff happens, you can deal with it. When we don't have any goals, when we don't have any plans, when we don't quite know what it is we want to be successful, we just want to have a good business, we want it, but we don't define it. Defining it makes it real, and it gives us that ability to have a direction and to move in that direction and make our dreams come true. It's so easy to get lost in our own businesses because we're so busy doing the day-to-day. We're so busy heads down, getting the work done, filing the taxes, writing reports, doing everything in the business of the business, being business people. We can forget where we are. But if we have our goals written down and we have them available, we can take them out and look at them, then we have that North Star in front of us. So it doesn't matter how lost in our work we get, we can look up and we can see that North Star and know we're going the right direction. And if we're not, if we've gotten off a little bit this way or that way, or maybe even gone backwards, it's okay, because we know how to adjust ourselves to get back on track and to move forward with those goals. So I encourage you to write down your goals. Write them down. And if you don't quite know what it is that you need to do, then do a little research. You know, what is it? How much does it cost you to have your business open? What are your minimum costs to operate your business? How much more do you want? What will it take to pay those bills? Break it down. If you have $100 worth of bills and what you're selling is $10 each, then you need to sell 10 of those $10 things to make the $100 to pay your bills. Well, if we just pay our bills, or we don't quite make it to paying our bills, then we're not going to be in business very long. We need to make more money. So if it's $100 to pay our bills, then our goal might be $150 or $120. So we have a little bit left over so that we can start putting money back into the business, or paying ourselves, or whatever that means for you to move your business forward. So write down your goals. Go over them, read them, get some help. If you're not sure what you need to do, ask somebody. Hey, I need to set goals and I'm a little bit lost. Pick up my book, Legendary Business from Rats to Riches. Here we go. Legendary Business from Rats to Riches. There's a whole entire chapter in Legendary Business from Rats to Riches on setting goals, how important they are, and how to do it. So, and then, if you don't want to go to Legendary Business from Rats to Riches, that's okay. There's lots and lots and lots of resources out there. And there's lots of people that can help you. Ask other business people that you know. There's SCORE. There's lots of resources out there. You can do this. You have a wonderful business. You have something to give the world, and you need to be successful at that, and you want to be successful at that. And one of the main things that you can do to be successful in your business is setting goals. So go ahead and do it. Don't be afraid. Hey, write down the wrong thing. That's okay. If you've never set goals before and you write down the wrong thing, it's okay, because you go through the year and you discover, oh, you know what? That was not quite what I needed to be doing. And so I can change it for next year. But it gives you that foundation. It gives you a place to start. Once you do it, then you'll know where you're going and what you're doing. My daughter's cat is climbing. Say hi. This is Waffles. Say hi to everyone, Waffles. She's climbing up and trying to be in the video. So she got her 5 seconds of glory. Anyway, set your goals. Ask questions. There are resources out there. I know you can do it. You are fabulous. I believe in you. I believe in your businesses. And I'm here for you, whatever you need. Thank you so much, William, for being here and making all your comments. And I will see you next week. Have a wonderful 2017, and I look forward to meeting with you next week right here on Lunchtime Live with Sharon Galluzzo.